It's a bar. It's a restaurant. It's actually a music venue. Really, it's kind of hard to describe, but
well,
like that, it is a very thin layer of ice. And if you thought today's snowfall was challenging, just wait until Friday. Boy, it's a rainy start to the work week. Guests can kind of kick back, maybe grab a glass of wine, a little after-dinner dessert. He's going to be chasing her down. Come back. No, really, it's okay. You can kiss me.
I could so get used to this. We should do a live shot like this every day.
Investigators say it is too soon to tell if Roberts was driving impaired or why he went off the road. And
This is that sleet snow mix that we have been seeing.
I tried the basket thing. It looks a lot easier than it really is.
I'm AdrianneFlores with News 14 Carolina, and of course I have the pleasure of hosting today's parade. I'm AdrianneFlores.
And I'm Mike Ditka, and she knows what she's talking about.
You got to be one step ahead of your opponent.
We have Bob Morgan again, president of the Charlotte Chamber of Commerce. Yesterday, he was here talking about their workshop series. Well, today, they're holding a different series. Well, it's actually not a series. It's more of a summit. It is a transportation summit. And now, this is something that you guys have done before, but this one's a little different.
We begin with the premise that we're a metropolitan area today of 1.8 million people. In 20 years, more than 4 million of us are going to call the Charlotte region home. How do we move people and product in and through this region is a key challenge of the next several decades. This will be a half-a-day summit, an opportunity to hear from representatives, officials from the local, state, and federal levels of government who are involved in transportation. And we'll be taking a multimodal look at whether it's mass transit, roads, air service, rail. We need to be investing in all of those modes of transportation if we're going to meet the challenge of the growth that's coming.
But all of that takes money.
It does.
And we don't have money for that. So a lot of times those projects get put on the back burner. How are we going to get past that?
Well, we have a great vision. The vision needs to be funded. It's harder to do that in the reality of the last 3 to 4 years. So we have to get creative. Again, other places in the world are figuring that out. There's a lot for us to learn from them. We've gotten creative ourselves with things like finding a way to accelerate the completion of Interstate 485. We're seeing a couple of toll roads in the Charlotte region. The Monroe Bypass will begin construction this summer. Hopefully the Garden Parkway across the Catawba River into Gaston County is about a year away. We're going to have to get even more creative if we're going to fund what the needs are to meet the challenge.
Are you finding that some of these various groups are now buying into these ideas?
You know, nobody argues the need. The growth is coming. Most people accept that. You know, you can get down into the details and debate those, but the need to build transportation infrastructure is pretty well understood. It's a question of figuring out now how do we go and how do we get it done.
Bob Morgan, always a pleasure. The city is definitely in inauguration mode, not just here at the National Mall. And I mean, you can see some of the people who are in town for the inauguration are just kind of starting to mill around, take pictures, do a little sightseeing.
In the heart of downtown New Albany, on the corner of Market and Bank, is a little place.
No mushrooms.
With big taste.
Arroz con gandules, medianoche, tripleta.
Elvin Torres and his wife Stephanie opened Cookies Cafe back in May 2015 in the old Little Chef building with its signature L-shaped counter and red leather stools, one of the few mini diners left in the U.S.
Coqui is a frog that's indigenous to Puerto Rico, and I wanted everybody to know that I was Puerto Rican.
The former DJ turned diner owner dishes out a little taste of Puerto Rico 5 days a week, from rice and beans and pulled pork to pollo, or as we say, chicken, with signature sauces, sandwiches, and seasonings. Very different flavors from more familiar Mexican foods.
Any tongs, please? Their first question is this spicy? It's like, no. And what is an empanada?
But they're not just serving food with a Latin flair.
Well, I'm from Paris, Kentucky.
Regulars from the old Little Chef can still sink their teeth into some good old-fashioned Southern cooking.
Let's do stuffed burger, no mushrooms.
A perfect fusion of Latin and Southern flavors, down to fresh baked breads and lip-smacking sweets.
Everything's deep fried and smothered in something. So, it all kind of, it goes well together.
I came in and got some of their Puerto Rican coffee. Oh, it's great. Yeah, I've been coming here ever since.
But more than pastries and plantanos, customers are coming back again and again for the companionship.
It's real enjoyable to meet people and talk to people. You sit at the counter and they cook right in front of you.
Although admittedly, some pretty tight quarters. But diners insist it's all part of Koki's charm.
Everywhere you turn nowadays, you're looking at a chain store, You never get home-baked bread in a chain store,
It's no longer known as Little Chef. It's now Koki's Cafe. That's a good feeling.
Hey, Kat's here.
Hey, lady. You want some salsa verde with your empanadas?
Try the fries. You'll be amazed.
In 1938, FDR was president, Seabiscuit, the American Horse of the Year, and a Louisville institution was born. It's all explained in this week's Living Local.
And we have shows, we have rock and roll concerts and rave DJs.
One of the trendiest spots in Louisville is also one of the oldest.
Before this was the Brown Bag, it was the Zanzibar before, back in the 60s, and my parents hung out here a lot.
But Z-Bar isn't your parents' place.
We didn't know anything about the history of the place. We didn't have any idea about the nostalgia. I know it.
The Germantown pub started out as a cafeteria-style restaurant in 1938. Brothers Ants and John Weddick bought it from the Nord family nearly a decade ago and turned it into, how would I describe this place if I were to describe it?
It's eat, lunch, dinner, music, arcade. It's easy. Just read the logo.
Even the Cooking Channel tapped it as a top food destination for offbeat eats, and
We have been voted one of the best bar arcades in the country.
plus head-banging music from metal to bluegrass.
Sean Lennon's played here before. We get some pretty big names on the touring circuit.
And if that's not enough, twice a week, Zanzibar is turned into a pinball, paradise, attracting players from all over the state. One more time.
What started out as a friendly little competition turned into a full-fledged league, reportedly the only one in the state.
There are a lot of bars in this town, but you don't have games going on and live music at the same time. I think it's the coolest bar in town.
And some good news, Zanzibar is in the middle of a huge expansion, adding a separate music venue. Remember, we feature a new attraction every Thursday night at 11. You can like my Facebook page for hints on upcoming stories and send me ideas about where we should go next.
Alston, Joseph, Ashworth, Edward.
Monday morning, the clouds opened up, giving way to heavy rain and even heavier hearts as hundreds packed the Wilson County Courthouse for the annual Memorial Day service.
Jackson William, Jarrett Elder, Johnson Shelby.
One by one, organizers read the names of the 224 fallen heroes who died serving their country, the men and women of Wilson County.
We're here to honor heroes, remember heroes, and we have some really champion heroes here in this county. This is just a small representation of the actual number of casualties.
It means a lot to me that our girls know and remember what today really is about.
Carol Haynes knows all too well. She served 8 years in the Navy and now passing those lessons of service and sacrifice onto a new generation. Her Girl Scout Troop 466.
It's about remembering those who have come before me. I'm very grateful for the country that I live in and the sailors and soldiers that I've served with, and obviously those that have come before me and risked their lives for the freedoms that we enjoy.
It's hard to be in a cemetery like this and see so many graves.
Miles away in Madison, a lone soldier walked the grounds at the National Cemetery this morning, stopping at each grave to salute his fallen comrades.
Every cemetery I go to on Memorial Day, you see all the flags, and it's an hour out of my day, let's say, maybe a little bit more. But it just makes me feel good to be able to show my respect to those who served.
The retired Coast Guard chief choked back tears as he looked out on the sea of graves, just a small portion of the 35,000 servicemen and women buried here.
I see my brothers in arms. I see people who have dedicated themselves to their country, to their service. I see honor, I see respect, and I see devotion to duty.
Heaven steers for those who made the ultimate sacrifice, protecting us and our freedoms. In Wilson County, AdrianneFlores, Channel 4 News.